What's up, Checking In crew? I'm Alexis.
Hey, I'm Liz.
And this is Rain Check Podcast.
Feel free, grab a seat, get comfortable. Let's talk that shit.
Getting it out the mud. Out the mud. It takes a lot to get on this couch.
It does.
It takes a lot to get up and know we're doing this.
Baby, because I look bougie on camera, but baby, I am a project baby. We'll never go back, but probably a project baby. Just know that literally if we did it, you can do it.
Go. Say check in.
To the... Let's check in. Go. I cannot.
Check in, cuz.
Girl, I'm good. I'm like, I always think of when we check in, like, personally, I just go to me. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm good. But, like, what other things around you, Alexis? You know, it's not just you. But that lets you know how, like, centered I am. Like, it's just, I always think me. If I'm good, then my kids are good. Then, you know. But outside of me, I feel like a little chaos with like my siblings and everything. You know, we got a really big family, so I feel like it's gonna always be something. But I'm just in a weird spot with my siblings, and it's weird because we're super tight. So and always was raised to be super tight, and more specifically, the tighter relationships I have with my siblings, it's just a little different right now. And girl, let me just talk about it. Let's not trying to go around it because
Let me get it out.
Girl, let me talk my shit.
Let me check in. Like,
that's what I was gonna say. Like, you asked me to check in, girl. Let me just go and talk my shit. So, but it's really difficult. I know we always say the textbook thing of us about it's difficult to just evolve in general with people around you, but no one ever talks about your siblings. Some people that you feel, especially in Black culture, you can't leave your sibling behind from day one. This is your sibling. This is your best friend. What the Black mom say? This is your best friend. This is when you're with your friends. This is your sibling's number one. You know, like, and so we were raised to be bonded like that, and we didn't play about each other. Like, we seriously, my mom is super proud about how we just never played about each other. But no one talks about, like, when you get older and you start outgrowing the same people that they would grow, you grow. They would grow. It's not like that in adulthood. It's not. It's literally someone grows, and then you know you got your mother who always taught you to stick together, telling you to make sure you hold on to them as you're growing, you know, and as you're growing, hold on, reach back, you know, but they never say how emotionally that could drain you, and honestly, it can ruin you if you have the right sibling. You know,
it's unhealthy.
It's unhealthy. So I have been battling so much now with because it's survivor's guilt. Let's be honest, right. You know, it's survivor's guilt. Just the guilt of being the one who's making differences. Because my siblings are successful in their own, you know, right, but it's harder being in the position that we are, because in mental health you have to do the mental work, and I feel like they're not at that space yet, so it's hard to deal with them. You know, it's hard to rub shoulders with these ain't the same siblings, or at least I'm not.
Well, the thing is, like, people grow and they change. You know what I mean? Like, that's just life. And unfortunately, what applies to a friend or a coworker, an associate, also applies to family.
Yep.
Like, it's just the honest truth, you know? Like, sometimes you outgrow relationships no matter what kind of relationship it is, you know? And it doesn't mean that the love is lost. It just means, you know, we've grown two different ways.
And that's what we said when it came to checking in, was just like, be honest with it, because it's a battle. It's a daily battle, especially when it's with your siblings, because it's not as easy as just cut off. I would be lying, you know, like, I would be lying. In some cases, you don't even want to do it because it is your sibling.
Right.
So.
And cut off is like that's a big, you know, like, you know, that's big.
Huge.
That is big. We grew up together. You know what I mean? Like, we shared rooms, we shared meals, we shared experiences. Like,
and DNA. And that's the number one right there of why it's so difficult. It's like the guilt again. I know why you're like this. And that's what makes me feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? It's something that genetically maybe they couldn't have controlled, or why they're like that, you know, or whatever it is. And it's like, it makes you feel guilty. You know, it's because I'm growing at a different rate, but at the same time, I'm my own family now. A lot of siblings have problems with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get a certain age and start to grow, we've never been through it yet. We're just going through it. And it's like, whoa, you're not my number one priority anymore. I can't get in the field because somebody said something crazy to you. I got more to lose now. Like, you know, it's different. You know, it's the guilt. And it's heavy. It's heavy.
Your problems aren't my problems. Like, just simple.
Yeah.
To make it real simple, your problems are not my problems. Because your life is not my life. Mm-hmm. Like, we've hit that phase. We're adults now, and this is just part of being an adult. I can relate because the relationships I had with certain siblings growing up is nothing like I don't even have those same relationships with those siblings.
Yeah.
And my closest, me and my brother are like this. Like, we talk every single day. Me and my brother talk every single day. 2 years ago, we didn't speak for a very long time. It was like, you know, but that's a part of growing, you know. It's just, I say all the time, like, we can't control who we're related to, but my family, I choose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? I think also culturally, we abuse the loyalty thing.
Yes.
We abuse it so bad. Like, how many times being loyal ended up being somebody's downfall? Like you said, I didn't get to choose who my sibling is. Doesn't mean that, you know, like we said, cut off. It doesn't have to be so drastic, you know. And even when I'm away, I'm not away, you know. But at the same time,
I love you so much. But I love me more.
Have to.
And I gotta love you from where I'm at. And I'ma always love you from where I'm at.
From
you know
where
what I mean?
I'm at.
And that doesn't mean that you'll never see me again. Well, you know, family functions, or it depends on where you're at with that person. Because some people, you do have to just go cold turkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that that's, you know, the case. Sometimes I have to love you from where I'm at. Mm-hmm. But I love you.
Yep.
Nonetheless.
Absolutely. Girl, you sent me a clip. Like, if you could tell them about the clip you sent me.
So there's this clip on YouTube where Steve Harvey's actually... Are we good?
Yeah.
Steve Harvey's actually sitting down with Oprah, and she asked him to give the wagon analogy, right? So, and it's crazy because we talk about this all the time, but the way Steve Harvey talks, you know, he gives it to you. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna hit every time.
So he's talking about, you have this wagon, right? And there's a rope on your back. You don't have a shirt on, so understand the rope is on your back. You know what I mean? You are responsible for your wagon. But in order for your wagon to move, you have to have help. You have to have people around you to help you move this wagon. But understand, the success of your wagon, how far your wagon moves, is your responsibility. No one else's, yours. And he just talks about how along the process, people stop taking their foot down to help move this wagon, and they decide they're a little bit lazy. They want to kick their feet up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They just want to chill out for a little bit. You know, they just want to hang out. But this rope is on your back, pulling your wagon, and baby, you don't got a shirt on. It's cutting.
Killing you.
It's cutting, very much so. So if you don't get that beneficial person from your team to help you move this wagon, guess what? You're going to start bleeding. You know what I mean? Like he said, it's going to kill you. Yeah. But that's that.
What I like what he said too is you're gonna need people come. How much easier would it be to just go by yourself? Forget it. forget everybody. But how much more easier would it be if the people that's with you, like he said, kicks rocks out the way? Oh, I got you. I got you. Take a break. I'm going to do this round. It was so many ways you could go with it, you know? But that was the main thing for me that spoke out loud, was like, you don't have to do everything so secluded. Like I said, when I check in, naturally that's my mind, girl. And I feel like he spoke to the fact that it's okay to have other people. It's if they're not helping. It's if they're not making your load easier. It's already heavier taking you with me, but can you make it easier? Can you help me in my journey? If not, what are we doing?
Cousin, how many times have I said every person in your life should be beneficial to you? Everybody. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, kids.
Yeah.
Beneficial.
Yep.
Then what? If not, what are we doing? We're wasting time. We're wasting space. We're wasting energy, oxygen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a requirement. Yeah. You have to be beneficial to me. And, you know, this is what's crazy, right? So, I had a situation, somebody I've been locked in with for years. Like, it's always been locked in. I had to let that person go. You know what I mean? I had to make that decision because for me, when you do something to me that I would never do to you, gotta go. And when we're having the conversation, they're like, no, like, you ain't never, like, you're not gonna cut me off. Like, we're locked in. We've been locked in for years, 10 plus years. But I am.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that person anymore. I don't care how long I've been locked in with you. I don't care if we're siblings. I am. It's like that.
Now, are you the type of person that's like closed off completely to the relationship working after one thing? Or are you like, how do you even deal with that going forward? Are you completely closed off forever? Like, how do you go about that later down the line?
It depends on the level for me. Because I can take, but for me, it's like once you do something to me that I'll never do to you, I just got to. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I think it's certain things that you can't come back from. I think because you have to save. Yeah, because I think that in order to do certain things to certain people, you have to be a certain person. You know what I'm saying? So now this is what you do. You have to, or because I would never.
My thing is, I'm so open about what I want, what I expect, what I allow, how I will treat you and how I want you to treat me. So for me, when you cross that line, you can't say you didn't know. You know.
You knew what it was. Yep. You knew what it was. Yeah. Because for me, and the sad part is like, I come off as cold. You know, that's been my whole life. You know, yo, she's cold or whatever. But me, girl, I have broke PTSD. I've been there where I couldn't feed me and only could feed my kids. I've been there. I refuse to go back. So that's the reason why I come off so cold or so quick to cut off or whatever it is. Because, girl, I can't ever go back. I remember what it feels like. When my stomach growls a little bit, girl, I get a little nervous again. Like, I'm for real. Like, I have broke PTSD. I ain't going back. I'm just not going back for nobody. And unfortunately, your family will be the very people that send you down there. Who'll get you right. For real. Because we're so vulnerable for our loved ones.
Yeah.
So even some of them know that that's how they get in good with you. To do you wrong again. Or to whatever they're going to do. And it's sad. I think sometimes we have to be observant of that and be careful. Mom, I love you. But this ain't that no more. It's not that no more. I love your child that you birthed. I cannot. You know what I'm saying? Moms want to see everybody eat, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't who you birthed no more. That's an adult that decided their own path now, their own personalities now. You know, and it's not going to work anymore sometimes. I just don't think you got to deal with every sibling, every family member just off the strength of them being related.
And don't. That's the thing. Like, so I had made a video on Snapchat, right? Just talking about setting boundaries and standing on them.
Right.
And someone responded to it, which I'm always open to have, conversation. Mm-hmm. We talk mental health, whatever. Let's talk about it. And they're like, you are so quick to cut somebody off after one mistake. Sometimes people don't know what it's like to love, and you have to teach them that. Which, what I was talking about had nothing to do with love, but if we're talking about love, let's talk about it. It's not my job to teach you anything. Meet me where I'm at. Meet me where I'm at. I put in the work on myself to be to where I am able to be compatible with whatever I choose. You know what I mean? It's not my job to teach you.
Girl,
You
instantly,
go work on yourself.
girl, instantly in my head, that TikTok came up that was like, nope. Like, not doing it. Not doing it. No.
I don't have to.
No. And I honestly think, like, that's a big pivotal role in, like, a young teenage girl's life, is learning that very soon, that when somebody's knucklehead ass son comes by that needs fixing, raising, all the stuff his mother should have done, leave him alone. Leave him alone. And then it's even more so crazy that you're having that conversation with another adult now. I was like, when you told me that, I'm like, people still do that in their 30s? We're still fixing other people's son in our 30s? No. At this point, I love what you said. At this point, it's a choice if you're like that. At this point, you're choosing to be however you are that you think a woman should come in, and that's our problem. Trying to fix people while meanwhile we're just ruining ourselves. That's the problem.
I'm not teaching you how to communicate. I'm not teaching you how to treat me.
Nope.
I'm not teaching you how to talk to me. I'm not teaching you how to love yourself, because I'm teaching all of that to me.
Myself.
To myself. I'm not here to do that. I'm not, meet me where I'm at, because I put in the work.
Yeah.
Or don't approach me at all. I'm not teaching you hygiene. I'm not teaching you how to clean up your house. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm grown.
And let's be clear, a man will do what he wants to do at the end of the day. And that that doesn't mean by his actions. I'm saying in general, as far as changing.
Yeah.
If he wants to change for the right person, he'll be changed by tomorrow. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So putting in years into the same person while he's just, driving you through it, and then guess what? Ruining you for the next person.
Will I have a conversation about expectations? Of course.
Yeah.
Because we have to learn each other. Am I going to teach you after we've talked about it? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. But you deserve that communication, because you're learning someone. If we're talking about dating, they deserve that communication. This is what you do expect. This is what you don't expect.
Yes.
But after we have that conversation, I'm not teaching you shit. Sir, what?
And nothing. Mm-hmm.
No, not doing it.
No, and you know why too also is like we said, your expectations already set.
Yeah.
This is the reason for dating. Where you can be like, look, I'm not for you, you're not for me. You're not even at the
okay.
Yeah. You're not even at the place where you should even be dating. It's probably time to sit one out, and do the mental work or whatever you need to do, so someone else does not have to build you up. You shouldn't even want that. Not in our age. I don't want someone to have to stop their life or, get hurt by me until I get it right. I don't want that. What I always tell people, I know what a broken heart feels like, and I'm not handing it out to nobody. Been there.
Girl.
Well,
we go days on that one. We could go days on that one, because baby, it ain't and won't and don't.
No, don't have to. Don't have to. And I'm not saying that might not work for other people. It's fixer women out there that you can find. You know what I'm saying? Or some people call them these days pick-me's. I ain't gonna throw no shade. You know what I'm saying? That will do that.
Yeah.
But don't go out here looking for Miss Entrepreneur that got her head together and so and looking to court her, to date her.
Not if you're not Mr. Entrepreneur, because let's be real.
Mr. Entrepreneur that got his stuff together, that's not going through mental. And I'm not saying that life is gonna life. Down the line, it might be something in my relationship where we got to fix each other, or therapy and things like that. But I'm never going into a situation thinking I'm fixing anyone. I did my work, and that is my responses to like my siblings, and I love you. I did my work, and you will not take me back to that place. You won't do it. And someone, like I said, your loved ones would be the very people that would drag you down to it. Back to that same little Alexis. Because that's who you see me as anyways. And that's the... Let me go and talk about it. Because that's the conversations that I make sure I stay away from. When you start telling me stuff like from our past and everything, and if you see me as still a little Alexis, stay over there. I'm not that. I'm not her. And if you can't see it, we don't have nothing to talk about yet. You need to sit back and watch still.
And what's crazy is because we are so big on family. We are so big on family. Because don't get it twisted for a second. Whatever my situation is with my relative is that, but baby, don't you ever in life come for him, though. I'm going to tell you, I got cousins I don't even speak to, but baby, if it was ever a phone call, no, and don't, and won't.
Yep. For real, though, yeah.
Because that's how it is, but sometimes you just have to love people from a distance. And even that, you have to understand people are who they are. And give them the space to be who they are. There are relationships that, for me, with my siblings, months ago, completely different than what they are now. And it's just like, you are who you are.
And believe it. So you won't keep getting hurt. You know? Yeah. Okay, cool. I see how you did that. You don't have to react. But guess what? The distance gets further and further. It has to. It has to. Or be a pick-me or someone that's going to be a hero. And sometimes you have to learn your lesson. Because the only reason why I'm able to talk about it is because I've been there.
And you know what's crazy is I remember calling my... I have a really complicated relationship with my sister because she raised me, you know, so she's like a mom. But I remember calling her to tell her about an episode we did just to give her, you know, like, hey, you know, this was talked about. I don't want you to be blindsided. And the reaction I got just shut down, like, girl, I'm not doing that. And for me, it just flipped the switch. Like, okay, so if we can't talk about this one thing, then there's a lot of things that now I see are different. Now I'm looking at our whole relationship different. You know what I mean? And it really altered our relationship. It did, but it was, people are who they are.
Every time.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to love people.
That's it. And not when we say these type of things, it's not to accelerate someone else's growth. Or we're saying see it for what it is.
Yeah.
Protect yourself. Love yourself more to give those people the distance that they need to not take you down with them. Love yourself more at the end of each day. Every day. Love yourself more.
At the end of the day, look, I done said it in a past podcast. Kevin Gates said, what you see with your eyes, then your heart, you must believe. You don't need proof, baby. Because your heart gonna lie to you. When I went through my divorce, my heart lied like hell. I was like, girl, clear as day. And my heart like, nah.
Yep.
I'm over here singing. What? Listening to my heart.
Yep.
Baby, your heart gonna lie.
It is. It's gonna get caught up in emotions. Yep. It's gonna get caught up in emotions for sure. Every time.
I solely move with my brain. I'm not moving with my heart no more. It's dangerous.
Yeah. There's a saying I was watching on a podcast that says, emotions aren't facts, they're indicators. Girl, just sit that right there. Emotions are facts. They're not facts. They're just indicators. They're indicators. Now, you know how you felt when that person made you feel that emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's it. They're not facts. It's not factual. My siblings can bring out an emotion in me that no one else can. Does not mean that whatever they're saying is facts. Whatever they're saying, that's whatever they're saying. My mom has always said, you don't argue with nobody's reality. That's their reality. What's the point?
Yeah. That's their opinion. They're entitled to it.
Yep.
It's yours. You got it.
Whether it works for me or not, but I'm going to see it. And I'm going to act accordingly.
Accordingly.
Yep.
And please don't think that we out here trying to drag and bash. This is just life, y'all.
Life.
This is just life. This is real. You can't tell me that we're the only people who have problems with our siblings.
That part.
Because if that's the case, share the secret.
Yeah. If that's the case, let me know what you do.
Share the secret. Baby, this is real. I know it's real. My
Yep.
daddy got a whole lot of kids. Do you hear me? We all got problems with each other.
Yep. Girl,
That's just
and this and it's family shit. Everybody's been, it's family stuff. But like you said, share the tea if that's what you're gonna do. But if you agree, also check down in the comments, check in, let us know, how you deal with your family, or is this something that you have dealt with and been through, and share the tea, because it's gonna be somebody that needs to know what's next. Because it's like I said, with your siblings, it's something that can be very emotional. It hurts not to be able to be like we were at mama's house. You know what I'm saying? When you used to share a pallet with each other, or it's hard. It weighs on you. Survivor's guilt is real. So put down in the comments, what you do to cure your survivor's guilt. And make sure y'all continue to rock with us. Y'all see the gear. Y'all see what we're doing here. So if you're liking the conversation, join it in the comments. Check in and subscribe.
Go follow Checking In Vlogs. Go follow our new vlogging page, because I'm telling you, we've been saying it, but we mean it.
Yeah.
Vlogs are going to stop on this channel very soon because there's so much going on.
Period.
Yeah.
And then we're on to the next channel. Keep up. What are you doing? But for real though, we're about to stop posting. So go over to Checking In Vlogs page. We have some new stuff coming up on this page very soon. You'll see why we're doing this. But stay tapped in. We appreciate you guys so much. And that's us, you guys. We're ready to check out. Thank you for checking in.
Peace.
Bye.